Hello friends, welcome you all to my channel, and the topic for today's video is how to explain page object model in an interview. So what is the page object model? It is generally known as the POM model, right? And though it is not very difficult to explain the page object model in an interview, but still people get confused very easily to explain it in a simple way. I will try to make this explanation as simple as possible, so please focus and let's get started with. So the first thing comes that what is page object model. What this page object model or POM model is, this is a kind of design pattern. Few things I have just mentioned over here to focus so that it will make it easier. So the page object model is basically a design pattern, and it can manage the test cases and the page objects separately. How does it helps that why do we need to manage the test cases and the page objects separately? Because when there is any change, in user interface, that time we do not need to make any change in the test cases. We can make simply the changes in the page objects, and by making the changes in the page object, our test will be running nicely. So we do not need to make any change for the test cases while writing the script. So what other things that page object model or POM can handle? As we have the keyword driven frameworks, we have the data driven frameworks, we have the behavioral driven frameworks. These all frameworks can be easily implemented by using the POM model, page object model. This is the best benefit of using the page object model over here. Other than the easy implementation of these frameworks, the another thing that is called the important part of page object model is, we can say that it increases the readability and reusability of the code. What is that? The uh, readability and reusability. Readability and reusability can be increased by using the page object model. And other than that, readability and reusability, it also eliminates the redundancy. So what this redundancy is, it eliminates the redundancy. But what is the meaning of this redundancy? So the meaning of this redundancy is that it reduces the duplicacy of the code. Redundancy means duplication, and if we are applying the page object model, that redundancy can easily be eliminated, and the code readability and reusability can be easily enhanced by this page object model. Now as these are the important things that needed to be focused. After that, the thing that come is the page factory. That this page object model provide the advantage of page factory, that we need to mention for the purpose of understanding page factory concept. Let me write concept. And this page factory provides the concept of at rate find by notation. Annotation, we just simply can say at rate find by annotation. So that been provided by the page factory concept. So these are the important advantages of this page object model. First thing, that it is a design pattern, and we can manage test cases and the page object separately. And because there may be any change in the UI, that's why if we are handling these two things separately, so if any change is required, then we just need to go to the page objects and changes the code. No need to change the test cases, and it will be very helpful. We can implement keyword driven framework, data driven framework, and behavioral driven frameworks we can implement these frameworks easily by using the page object model. Page object model reduces the redundancy, and it increases the readability and reusability. It provides the page factory concept, and the page factory concept provide the at rate find by notation. So what's the benefit of this at rate find by notation? Why we are using it? Because by using this at rate find by annotation, we can simply locate the web elements. And for locating the web elements, what are the methods, what are the locators generally we use? That is id, name, css locator, xpath, and likewise. So all these things can be used by the find by annotations. Now let's understand the basic structure of the page object model. What is our requirement? Let me delete all these things. Let's delete all these parts so that we will be having sufficient space for some figures. So okay, what are the basic fundamentals? That we do have three kind of packages. We have three packages, and these packages are like the first package we just can say that it is a util package, and the next package will be the test package, and then comes our page package. So these are the three important package that generally define the structure of this page object model or the design of this page object model. And by this page object model and using all these three packages, we can implement all the OOP concept of Java, like our encapsulation, inheritance, interface, and polymorphism. All the OOP concept we can apply very easily in this page object model. So I will be giving some example in between how those things come, how the OOP concept come in between over here. So let's start with that one, with what comes in util. What come in util is basically here the most important thing is the browser factory. That's the browser factory. Okay, browser factory dot java, like that is a class we will be presenting here in this util package. And in this browser factory, what kind of methods generally we have? We do have here, let me change the color for that. We generally have init methods, our init method, and after that we have our tear down method, and after that we can have some files like property files and etc. in this util package. These are the important things that we put in our util package. And then comes the page package. In this page package, basically what happened, as if any application, they do have the login page. The login page is the first feature basically. So generally they do have the login page, so we will be having the login page.java. And other than that, whatever page is coming by the name of that page, we can provide the name of that class basically. Like if we have login page, we'll be using login page, and then if we have other than that, like if we have here something like a dashboard page, then we will be giving dashboard page, and then other pages, whatever it will be coming, we will be providing over here. So I'm giving to make it more simpler, I'm just giving the example of login page, that we do have login page here. And in this test page, we will be having login test dot java, that will be having here. And similarly, whatever the pages we have here, the same pages, whatever pages we have here, same pages, same test pages we will be having here in our test package here. These all will be similar. So don't make any confusion about it. What is this? This is the page. This is the page package, and this is the page test package. In a page package, we'll be having different pages of the application, whatever the page will be coming, and in the test package, we will be having different tester that will be corresponding to the pages in the in this page package, right? And what another thing comes here, what is here in the page package, what do we have in these classes? So in these classes we generally have all the web elements, we will be elements. Okay, we will be having all the elements here. And other than the web elements, what else we have here? We do have all the respective methods, all the all the actions and all the locators we will be having in this page factory. Let me change the color to this. Yeah, so in this page package we will be having all the web elements and all the methods that we will be following for the action on these web elements. Another important thing over here is that what we have here, we do have a base page that we call the base page dot java. In this base page, the important thing that we have all the common methods. We will be having the common methods here. Those common methods may be like for what are the example for those common methods, like if we have drop down feature, so for that drop down we can make a common method, and that drop down then we can use for different web element. And other than the drop down, we can have the random number generation in this common methods in base page basically. And what the other thing that will be working over here, that this base pages, these are not like that these will be separating as a like as we were doing here, that for login page we do have login test. For base page we will not be having the base test. What we will be doing, these base pages we will be extending in these login pages. Whenever we have the function of drop down or for the random number generation, we will be having the extension of this base page in this login page. So what it will be doing, it will be inheriting here. So what we can write, extends. We can use the word extends over here. So as I was telling that the concepts or the OOP concepts comes over here. So the inheritance concept will be covered in this example, that the base pages, all the common methods will be extended by these login pages in this page object model by using the word extends. What else comes then? After this extend word, there may be two things. One may be the overloading, method overloading, and another may be method overwriting. So if all the methods that are present in the base page or this in this base page, if the same we will be repeating in the base page itself with the same name, then it will come as a method overloading. But if after extending it to another pages, we want to create this the method with the same name after inheritance, so that will be knowing as the method overriding over here. So all these all those the concepts of polymorphism also will be covered in this package only for the page object model. Now the concept that comes, the encapsulation. If we talk about the encapsulation over here, how does encapsulation is working in this page package? These all web elements and these methods, these have been encapsulated in one code only. So that will cover our encapsulation concept. So here how many we have covered? We have covered in page package itself, we are covering three concepts. We are covering the inheritance concept here, we are covering the polymorphism concept by overloading and overriding of the methods, and also we are covering the encapsulation concept by using the web elements and their respective method in the same page. So all these three have been covered over here. Now the last one is there for interface. What the interface one comes, how does it come? So as our coding comes like what, web driver equals to new Chrome driver. So here the concept come for the, here we can cover the concept of inheritance. This is the interface. This web driver is our interface and this is our class. So that interface concept will be covered over here. So that's how we can just simply explain that these four concepts, where do we apply? We can provide the example if somebody asks. Otherwise there is no requirement. It's just like the how much we understand the page object model. Now what else we had 3 different packages, how we will gonna connect all these. So the things comes that all these methods, all these init method and tear down method and or the property file, these are the important part. Like if we calling any login page to the login test, or any or other pages here to the login test, whatever we are calling, we always need the browser factory to be there with the init method and also with the tear down method. And if we have any readability of the file, or we need to input any data or something, then we will be using this property file too for that purpose. So that's how we will be calling the browser factory to the test page, and also we will be calling the and this different pages to the test page. And we will take the advantage of page factory, as I have mentioned earlier in this video itself, that we will be using the concept of page factory over here and @find by annotation for calling all these methods. And here we will be calling by the class name for this browser factory. So I think this is the most simplest way we can explain the page object model, by giving the example of only one UI page. No need to explain so many UI pages, because that may create a confusion. So let me explain it little bit in 2 minutes maybe. So what is that? What is the page object model? Page object model is a design pattern that manages the test cases and the page objects separately. And if there is any change in the UI, then what we need to do, we need to make the changes in the page object only, not in the test cases. And we can manage our different frameworks by like keyword driven, data driven, and behavioral driven frameworks we can implement all those frameworks by using the page object model in an easy way. And then what comes, there are 3 different packages: this util package, the test package, and the page package. In this util package we will be having browser factory. In browser factory we can have the methods like init method, tear down method, and the property files that needed to supply the data as a for the test package. And also in page package, what we have in page package, we can have the different pages of the UI. So and here we will be putting all the web elements and all the respective methods for the action. And then we have the base page. In base page we'll be having all the common methods, and this common method, this base page will be extended, inherited by the login pages so that it fulfill the inheritance concept over here. And these login pages will be calling by this test package like as in login test Java and respectively other methods will be calling in that like the same ways. And for calling these pages, we have the concept of page factory over here, and the @find by annotation we will be using to locate the elements. And here we will be calling the browser factory by the class name. And for the concept of interface, we do have that example of WebDriver equals to new Chrome driver. So guys, I hope you like this video. I try to make it as simple as possible. If you do like, please do share and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much for watching it.